What's up, everybody? I'm STEEEDS. Welcome to my vlogs, to my YouTube channel, to my adventures, to my garage, to my humble abode. I'm gonna film this little intro video for you guys. Talk a little bit about me, a little bit about the bike. We're gonna go ride pretty much my favorite riding road that's within any good distance to my house. So that'll be cool. So we're gonna do that. So, a little bit about me. I'm born and raised right here in Austin, Texas. I was actually more or less raised here in North Austin, Northwest Austin, North Central, I guess, kind of actually right now. But so yeah, I know my way around here pretty well. I've lived here for maybe 23 years next month. So I've accumulated a little bit of knowledge. Unfortunately, I've only been riding for about 3 of those years. 2 or 3 of those years. So still building up ride road knowledge. And I will say there's no shortage of good riding roads here in Austin. We've got a little bit of everything. If you want to get out of town, you can go to the north edge or the south edge or pretty much any edge. Town's not, Austin's not that big, really, in my opinion, that it doesn't take very long to get to the edge of it in any direction. If you want to ride a little more rural stuff, the edges of town are definitely a little more rural, obviously. It's still Texas. Still pretty rural in general. So, but then we also have a nice fair amount of good urban riding, from hill country twisties to dense urban, like in the city, evading traffic kind of riding. We've got scenic stuff. We've got nature scenic. We've got historic scenic. We've got like real estate scenic. If you like riding around where all the big houses are, we do that sometimes. I'll get you guys out there at some point for sure. It's definitely one of the places I like to go. Coincidentally, something about rich neighborhoods, they have twisty roads, at least in Austin anyway. I guess that probably comes because the hill country is nice to live in, and so a lot of the expensive homes are out in the hills. Obstacles. Oh, I think that lady might have dropped whatever that is. Oh, sorry lady, I'm too far to help you now. Anyway, so with a lot of the nicer neighborhoods being up in the hills, a lot of the fun little streets and roads and stuff to ride are in the expensive neighborhoods, just kind of coincidentally. I'm gonna get over right here. I'm gonna be in this middle lane. We're going straight. Got this genius in the Focus. It just pulls right out. Yeah, don't scoot up. Oh, texting. It's a nice phone. You're showing your texting and driving skills off. You must be proud. Idiot. I'm gonna we'll say $5 says she doesn't notice when the light turns green. We'll wait for the light to turn green and see if she's paying attention. $5. Obviously not a real bet. I don't know how I could pay you guys out on this bet. But, see if she notices. Oh, good peripherals. That's the only thing that saved you, and I know it. Peripherals. Peripherals are the texting driver's best friend. Only friend besides whoever they're texting. That must be like their only friend. Whoever they're texting has to be like their only friend, because it's so important that like they'll lose their only friend if they don't text them back like immediately while they're driving. I wonder if this is just like the age, like the era of shitty friends. I'm convinced it's like the era of shitty people. But I have met a fair bit of good people in my life, so. Hey, Harley guy with no helmet. Guy was wearing an Alpine Stars jacket, probably riding pants or at least jeans and boots, and he had no helmet on. I see that all the time. We get a lot of that in Austin, man, because you get a lot of people that just like, oh yeah, it's cool to ride a motorcycle. I'm gonna ride a motorcycle. Yeah, motorcycle. And so they're like, yeah, I'm gonna get a sweet riding jacket that makes me look all buff, because it's all padded. School zone, bane of my existence, 20 miles an hour. I'm trying to do 20 and I'm desperately failing. This lady's not even trying. She's like, I'm gonna do 25. Look, now she caught on. I hope I'm going too fast. If you're passing the motorcycle in a school zone, you're probably going too fast. If you're passing the motorcycle ever, and it's not like a really huge old guy on a Harley, you're probably going too fast. Because I feel like rule of thumb is motorcycles are almost always going as fast as they can. We like to take turns as fast as we can. We like to take straights as fast as we can. We like to take off from lights, generally as fast as we can. And so, I happen to know that the school zone ends up here. Oh look, high schoolers. I think it's high school anyway. Almost to the end of the school zone. Torturous, treacherous school zone. Look, I can see it right there, 35. Not that we're gonna do 35. Oh, they're gonna close my gap. Look at that. Look at that. This is what happens. You're doing 30 and a 35. I will pass at least most of you. This guy in the Porsche has got to be as mad as I am. This is absurd. Look, nobody even seems to care that I guess they're going the speed limit. But it's so incredibly slow. I don't understand the motivation for going the speed limit if you don't, like, immediately have to. Like, who here isn't, none of these people are enforcing the speed limit. I could go as fast as I wanted to. But because, I guess they are almost enforcing the speed limit. Look at them. I wasn't able to do any more than the speed limit. I was stuck at 36 the whole way down the hill. So maybe their tactics are effective. I really want to get in front of this guy because the road that we're trying to have some fun on is up here to the left. I got a feeling he's going to try and turn left. Yep. And he's going to just ease over across the solid line with no blinker and then change his mind. Yes, sweet. I know the Porsche will go plenty fast. He's probably over here to drive too. Alright, so this is the part where I'm probably going to get a little quiet. Oh, he's not going to go fast at all. Maybe I won't get quiet. If this Porsche doesn't speed up, I won't have any reason to. So I can ride this road at this speed, no problem. There he goes. I can smell him burning a little oil. That means he's doing it right. Almost like he's trying to lose me. Oh, brake for the Camaro. Brake for the Camaro. That's for you Top Gear watchers. Camaro. That's what they say on Top Gear. Yeah, I've got no hope of having any fun on this road. So, tell you more about me and the bike, I guess, because that's what I was planning on doing anyway. So, like I said earlier, born and raised right here in Austin. 23 next month. I've been riding about 3 years now. 2 or 3. I really honestly have no gauge. I'm really bad with time. That's like one of my big, I don't know, like weaknesses. I'm not good at judging or calculating time. Anyway, I told you about the bike already. Pretty basic. Bike doesn't have a lot of mods. I guess there's probably not a lot of guys out there vlogging on smaller displacement bikes like this, like 250s and unders. 250s and under, I should say, because I can't talk. So you'll probably notice my somewhat obnoxious RPMs occasionally. And that's just part of it, man. That's the 250 life. But I love it, man. This is my first, like, I don't know, dual sport or anything like that. So, you know, I really like the aggressive tires. I like, you know, if I see a trail or something off here to the side, I'll just turn off. I'll go ride the trail and see where it goes, you know? Because why not? Like, my bike's capable of doing it. That's why I have this kind of bike. See if this guy waves. He waves. Cool guy. Squidding, though. Not a bit of gear. No helmet, no jacket, no gloves. Kid jeans. That was as close as he got to motorcycle gear. Probably tennis shoes. Anyway. So, yeah, so I'm really excited to be doing this, man, to start this vlog. I think it's a really cool idea. I'm like, just recently kind of, like, discovering vlogging, really, as a whole. Obviously, I got into it via Motovlogs, in case you couldn't guess. Some of the first vlogs I actually saw, I guess the very first vlog I actually saw was, I learned how to ride a motorcycle from M13's How to Ride a Motorcycle video. Like, I learned how the clutch worked and, like, you know, how to, like, take off from a stop and basic shit, all that stuff that he covered in his, like, How to Ride a Motorcycle video. So, that was, and I didn't even realize that I was watching, like, a vlog at that point. I thought it was just some guy was like, yeah, you know, we'll help the squids out or whatever. And, yeah, I come back later and I find his videos again, and I'm like, oh, holy shit, you know, he's actually, like, a vlogger, you know, he, like, does this, he makes videos, like, you know, on the regular, which is really cool, just kind of his experiences. I'm really interested in the whole, like, I mean, I can't afford to travel or, like, really go, like, transplant, you know, like, go live anywhere else and really get a first-hand experience for, like, living somewhere else. So, watching vlogs and stuff like that is, like, as close as I get to that. Oh my god, it's a Ruckus. You're too slow for this road. What's up, Ruckus guy? Don't wave, because you're on a scooter. Should have known. I wonder if he's riding for fun on Old Spicewood, or if he is commuting somewhere. Because that Ruckus looked mostly stock. And a stock Ruckus isn't something you generally ride for fun. If you're riding a Ruckus for fun, I feel like you modify it, because they top out at like 35. Especially if you weigh like anything. So, anyhow, I'm a scooter nerd on the side, in case you can't tell. But, yeah, so I think the concept of motovlogs, or vlogs in general, is really cool. I thought, you know, blogs were neat. I'm a really lazy reader. I like to skim. You skim a blog, you miss out a lot, you know, or on a lot, I should say, of the content, the experience. Like, the whole come about of action cams and all the mounts and stuff that we're able to, like, everything you're able to do just thanks to, like, GoPro, basically. And, you know, obviously there's other companies manufacturing action cams. But, I mean, you know, I feel like GoPro is, the biggest name. And pretty much, like, the pioneer. I don't know if they were the first or not. They were the first ones that, like, took everything, like, big, you know? At all the events and stuff, GoPro banners. Everybody's sponsored by GoPro, you know? GoPro is, like, a big deal. Which I'm sure you all obviously know, because they're a big deal. But, yeah, I just feel like the innovation that's come about thanks to, like, modern technology and, you know, in, like, multiple fields that, like, comes together to create, I don't know, this opportunity that we have, to make vlogs, you know, as vloggers, which is an awesome opportunity, I feel like. Make sure you look this way. I will honk at you. I don't care if you weren't going to pull out. I'm going to make sure you weren't going to pull out, because I'm really not interested in getting fucking T-boned on my motorcycle. So, yeah. I just hit the shit out of a huge bug. I was like, oh, I saw him coming. He was just, like, hovering over the street. I wonder if you guys can see that on the camera. Find out later. But, yeah, it's cool as shit, man. I think it's such an awesome concept to be able to so easily and readily share your experiences, like, firsthand, man. I mean, look, it's POV. Like, you see what I see, you know? That's cool to me. I look at something, you guys look at something. That's the way that this works, you know, and I think that's really cool. See, this Harley guy gets it. He's like, yeah, Old Spicewood. Traffic sucks. I might cut it here. Something cool happens between here and the house. Keep that, obviously. This red light is not something cool. Sucks.